Hey, what is going on, guys? It's LittleBigness here, and I am bringing you our team builder for week 2 of season 4 of the UPA. We're going up against LucasSeltaeb, the coach of the Seattle Staraptors, and I'll leave a link in the description below, hopefully, for the team builder. I should be. He's a really cool guy, though, a really good friend of mine. Definitely go check him out. He does a lot of music covers of some classic rock songs. And he also does Pokemon, so he's got really awesome content on there. So, anyway, we have our team right here, and Lucas's team is right there. There we go. And he's got Infernape, Goodra, Heliolisk, Uxie, Kecleon, Victreebel, Mega Aggron, Florges, Quagsire, Pangoro, Hippowdon, and Bronzong. So, some things I noticed. He's got no immunities to Excadrill's Earthquake, so that's huge, because, of course, the Mold Breaker, his immunities would be Uxie and Bronzong, but that won't matter with Excadrill. And then, that was one of the major things I noticed, and then also he doesn't have any hazard removal, which is really nice for me. So, we're going to jump right into this, and we have Monty Mole, the Excadrill. Bringing another Choice Scarf set, but I'm bringing an Adamant Choice Scarf set, since his potential Choice Scarfers are Infernape, Heliolisk, and Pangoro. I don't really feel the need to go Jolly, because if I go Jolly, I'm still not outspeeding a Scarf Heliolisk, and or even a modest Heliolisk. I'm not outspeeding a Scarf Infernape, or a modest Scarf Heliolisk, by the way, whatever. And I'll still outspeed a Scarf Pangoro with Adamant max speed, so I figured it would be worth it. I guess I could edit the EVs a little bit. There's enough of a reason to do that. So Infernape would max out at 346. Sorry, let me do some. I think it'd be like 232 I'd have to do. Sorry, I'm pulling out my calculator phone. 232 times 1.5 equals 348. 231 times 1.5 equals... Yeah, I have to go 232 because it rounds down. So, I'm just gonna have that little bit of speed and it's gonna work out. And then I can put the rest in bulk, which is really nice. Wow, okay, there we go. So yeah, that's our Excadrill right there. That's a last minute switch, and I think it's a good one. But yeah, I'm really just going to be playing the Earthquake things. I'd like to set up rocks early on in the game just to chip away at him. But then Rapid Spins in case he tries to set up rocks on me, and Ironhead is mainly there for the Florges. So next we have Sanic or Shaman, and it's going to be our special wall for the week. It's got Seed Flare, Substitute Synthesis, and Leech Seed. So I'm running like a sub-seed set on this thing. And plans to get behind a sub, get the Leech Seeds up, just a little away, and fire off some big Seed Flares. This thing's good for Quagsire, and it can also hit things like Hippowdon pretty hard. It can hit... really that's about it, but you know, I can always Seed Flare confidently, because one thing about Seed Flaring, the only problem with it is Goodra, if it has Sap Sipper, but if I Seed Flare away, then you know, I'll feel pretty good, because special defense drops can happen, stuff like that, and I can make switches accordingly. So I'm pretty fine with this Shaman, but it's mainly just a sub-seed set and pivot for those special hits. So next we have Boom the Garbodor. And this thing's got Gunk Shot, Drain Punch, Spikes, and Toxic Spikes. I talked about how he had a hazard issue, so I'm going to have Spikes and Toxic Spikes going up. A problem would be if you brought Victreebel, though, because then it can absorb the Toxic Spikes. But either way, I'm going to be setting up Spikes. And this is also going to be a physical wall, because he does really good against his primary 2 physical attackers, Infernape and Pangoro, because they have a lot of contact moves, and they'll take a lot of recoil from this thing, and then Aftermath will end up factoring in if I go down. So it's really nice. Gunk Shot's good against the Florges, good against a lot of things. Then Drain Punch is just there for sustain if I need it, you know. Maybe I'm against Mega Aggron and I want a little bit of sustain. Maybe I'm against Heliolisk, Kecleon, Pangoro, yeah, stuff like that, and I can just get a little bit of health back, which will be nice, you know. So that's our Garbodor. He's making his debut, and I don't know why people sleep on this thing so much. It's so good, and I want to prove it. So, next we have Duke the Arcanine, and it's an Expert Belt set with Extreme Speed, Flare Blitz, Will-O-Wisp, and Morning Sun. There's some things that I want to Will-O-Wisp on his team. He does have a Cleric and Florges, but... And Uxie is also a Cleric too, but I do think Burning will be really effective, so I really want to do that. I could also run like Hidden Power Grass to catch the Quagsire off guard, but I don't really find a use for that. I really want to be firing off Flare Blitz is a big damage, and Extreme Speed is a big damage. Quagsire is a problem for this thing. The Powdon's a problem for this thing. But other than that, I think I can do pretty well with this. And I've got Morning Sun for the sustain after a lot of Flare Blitzes. I didn't really want to run a choice set since he's got a lot of things that can switch into this. And I really wanted this priority here, and I didn't really see anything better to put on. He's got some weaknesses to the fire hits, so I figured it'd be worth it. Next, we have Ponyo, the Manaphy, and I'm running a bulky Manaphy because there's no real reason to run speed on this thing, honestly. Everything that's in its speed tier, I can't outspeed with any investment, so... I've got Tail Glow, Tail Glow Scald, Ice Beam, Energy Ball. I want to set that Tail Glow and be bulky, and then just sweep, because I can really coverage out against his entire team. Infernape, bam. Goodra, bam. Heliolisk, bam. Uxie will be a bit of a problem, especially if it's a Spadef set. Kecleon can be a bit of a problem too. Victory Bell, bam. Mega Aggron, bam. Florges is the biggest problem for this thing. Quagsire, bam. Pangoro, bam. Because I know you might bring Quagsire as a big wall to this too, but this thing gets Energy Ball, so it's no big deal. Hippowdon, bam. Bronzong will take a lot. So, Manaphy just tears through the team. It's a great first pick. I'm so blessed to have this thing, and it's going to do well. And then finally, we have Shark Tail, our Electros, and it came through clutch last week with the HP Ice. And this week I'm bringing a physical set with a Life Orb. Got Super Fang because he's got a really bulky team, so I want to just chip away half a lot of times. And then I've got Thunder Punch, Drain Punch, and Knock Off. Knock Off's there for utility, Drain Punch for the sustain, and Thunder Punch for the stab. This thing, I really just want to whittle. It's a lot of utility attacking with the Super Fang and Knock Off. But that's really the purpose of this thing, honestly. And the other stuff, I just want to get as much damage as I can. That's all I'm really going for. I've really got one main sweeper this week, and that's really it. And that's Excadrill. So, that's going to be it for this team building. I'll see you guys when we get to the battle. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy it. And I can't wait to play Lucas. I really want to beat him. I'm 1-1 against him in a league setting, so it'd be really nice to get that 2-1. And also go 2-0 at the start of Season 4. So I'll see you guys when we get to the battle if you're going to watch it. Peace.